Hi, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to install Fruits on either Mac or Linux. This is based on the Wine software. Wine allows you to run Windows applications on either Linux or Mac. It's a command line software, but you can find out there softwares that are based on Wine but that come with user-friendly graphic interfaces that make the installation of Windows programs much easier. And in this tutorial we are going to use PlayOnLinux since I'm running at the moment Linux Ubuntu, but you have an equal version for Mac called PlayOnMac. The pieces of software, the interfaces, once they are installed, they work exactly in the same way. So the steps that I'm going to show you for Linux, you can easily apply them for Mac. You can download PlayOnLinux from www.playonlinux.com. You have here the download link, and in a similar way you can download PlayOnMac from www.playonmac.com. Download PlayOnMac. Now, something that I've noticed was that the installation of PlayOnLinux on Linux was much smoother if I first installed Wine. You can forget about this step in the case of PlayOnMac. You can install Wine, for example, by using your software center. As I mentioned before, I'm using Ubuntu, and you just look up Wine. Here it is, and you just install it. In my case, I have already installed it. Once you do this for Linux, I repeat again, you don't need to do this for Mac. You can download it through the download page, or you can use the or in the case of Linux, you can use again the software center. So let's do a search here. Play on. Here it is. Using the multiverse source. Let's give it a few seconds. Yet again, I remind you, if you are installing on Mac, just do download PlayOnMac and follow the usual installation steps for installing an application on Mac. So coming back to PlayOnLinux. Okay. Install. And it's installing. In the meantime, you can download Fruits. You will find it at sourceforge.net/project/fruits, and just press download to download the installer. I've also downloaded from files one file, this one, simple CN model to run Fruits, just to illustrate how it would work. Okay. So we have installed PlayOnLinux. Okay, here we have it, and this will be the same interface for Mac, and then you click to install the program. This update window might open. Just close it and press again. Whoops. Okay, it really wants to update, so let's allow it to do that. Okay, good. And now you can really close it and install the program. You will then have this option down here, install a non-listed program. Let's select this. Okay, please read this. Okay. Manual installation. Next. Install the program in a new virtual drive. Okay, let's give it a name to this virtual drive. Let's call it Fruits. Next. Now it's very important that you select this option here, install some libraries, and then press next. Now it might try to install this Wine mono installer. You don't need this, just press cancel. The same thing applies for this Wine Gecko installer. just press cancel. Okay, now this is very important. You need to select two libraries. Okay. Look for it. Okay, one of them is this install _.NET 4.0. Here it's called POL, so that stands for Play on Linux. I imagine that on Mac it will probably be POM, Play on Mac, but I can't remember now. Well, anyway, just look for install _.NET 4.0, and you also need to install, where is it? Okay, here we have POL _install _GDI plus. Again, probably this will be POM on Mac, or you will simply have install _GDI plus. These are the two libraries that you need. And then just press next. And it's downloading .NET 4.0. Okay, my internet is not very fast today, so this will take a few seconds. Okay, so here I have in my desktop the Fruits installer that we install later on, and this example file just to show you how Fruits will work. And these steps again will be the same for Mac, using PlayOnMac. Okay, here we are. Now it's installing it, has finished downloading it, and it's installing the .NET Framework 4.0. Okay, it will take a few seconds because I forgot to disconnect an external hard disk. In your case probably it will work faster, so let's give it a few more seconds. Of course you can also use directly Wine. You can download and install it, but as I mentioned previously, you have to use the command line. And there are also other options with nice graphic interfaces besides Play on Mac and Play on Linux out there. Okay, good. So it has installed the .NET framework and the GDI plus, and now we need to select the install file, the installer. So we press browse. I have it in a desktop, so I select desktop. Here it is. Fruits2 _installer MSI, open, and I press next. And you have the a graphical interface to install it as you would have it on Windows. So let's press next. Let's agree on the license agreement. Leave this as is. Next, next. And okay, it has installed Fruits. We still have to do a very small step. If you have this window again, this Wine-on-One installer, just ignore it. The same thing for the Gecko installer, just press cancel. Now, very important, you need to select the right file to make a shortcut for Play on Linux to run Fruits, and you will select this one, fruits.nexe, and you press next, and you give it a name. Well, let's call it Fruits. It will ask you if you want to make a second shortcut, and you select the option I don't want to make another shortcut. Next, and that's it. Now you can run it within you can run Fruits within Play on Linux by double clicking or press run, and you will also have a shortcut on your desktop. So let's double click that. Okay, here we have the graphical interface as you would have it in Windows. Let's load the example that I also downloaded, and it's on my desktop. Here it is. Open. Okay. I had two consumers. I'm just going to select one, press enter, apply, and then press estimate. Okay, and here you have the outputs as you would have it on Windows. Let's change the graph type to a smooth area. You can copy the file or you can save it. Everything works the same as in Windows. And that's it.